Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to my podcast. That's what I'm going to be calling um, these type of videos. And that's what I've been referring to them as. It's going to be more of a podcast style video because I'm going to talk about other things besides just craft related things. So, yeah. My name is Claudie and hi. I hope that you guys are well, and I hope that your weather is not bad. I've heard that there's like some serious storms going on, like crazy stuff, and apparently it's going to start thundering and lightning and all of that stuff, tornado watches and all kinds of stuff today. It's supposed to start today. I'm actually hoping I can get this video done before it starts because it looks kind of dark out there right now, and yeah. Lighting, people, lighting. All right, well, let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to talk about, I guess, my life stuff, what's been going on. My air conditioner gave me issues again. That's been a running theme with this house. Like, we've constantly had problems. It just seems like we can't go a year without an issue. And last year, we replaced the entire system, including the vent work. So you'd think that this year we wouldn't have issues, except we did. Basically, the condensation pump, for some reason, like it didn't lock up exactly, but like the floaty valve thing in it that makes it start pumping the water out got stuck. And we had to get our HVAC guy out, and he fixed it. He was like, "Oh, you could have just tapped it. It would have come loose." I was like, well, I didn't know that. But we had water inside the metal, whatever, the metal ductwork and stuff that's below the unit in the closet, and then it's thundering. Okay. And basically there was a little water coming outside too. It just didn't have anywhere to go. The water was dripping down, and then it just, it was overflowing. So, luckily we caught it before it like got on the floors and stuff. It was just contained within the closet that the system is in, or the inside unit is in, and then in the ductwork. So hopefully it's okay. Cross fingers. All right, let's see what else. Oh, we went and we saw the new Avengers movie, Age of Ultron, and it was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I have seen the first movie, and I think the first Thor movie, and I want to say I saw the first Iron Man, but that's pretty much it. I know that there are a bunch more movies, but I've just not seen them yet. And I don't think I've seen Captain America. Anyway, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, I like superhero movies, but I guess I've just kind of been living in my own world about like vampires and stuff, so I don't know. But anyway, so I went and watched that, and yeah, it's like fully raining. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. We went and saw that. It was good. I was there was like a couple of moments where I was like, really, does Scarlett Johansson's cleavage have to be out? Like, or her zipper was down. I was like, does it have to be down that low? Would she actually wear it that low if she was like in the middle of a fight? Probably not, but whatever. At least it wasn't so like out of place as like the Star Trek Out of Darkness. Do you remember like the scene, spoilers, do you remember the scene where basically they have the blonde girl, who I can't remember her name, she was just in her underwear for some reason. Whatever. At least it wasn't that bad. So it was good. What else have I been doing? This weekend has been pretty mellow. Other than that, we went to like the regular stuff, grocery store, laundry, all of that. But then I've been doing like a lot of knitting, and you'll see what I've been working on in a minute. But I've been watching Broad City on Hulu, and it's not for your children. And if you don't like more of a crass sense of humor, like if you like things, I don't know, more demure or whatever, this is not the show for you. But it's so hilarious. Like, it's just so funny, and you should look it up if you're interested in that. Basically it's about two women who are like, I think in their like early 20s, mid 20s, and they're living in New York, and there's all kinds of fun stuff. It's a Comedy Central show, so it is, it's not like X-rated or anything like that, but it's, you know, there's some language and some topics that are more adult, so keep that in mind. But yeah, it's really, I don't know, I recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. If you're not, don't watch it, because then you'll hate me, so don't do that. All right, let's talk about, let's see, I'm trying to think first. Let's talk about what I've worked on. Okay, so you'll see, this is what I'm working on currently. I'm almost done, and I have to get it out of the bag. It's in my Fat Squirrel Fibers bag. I bought this. This is a Christmas, around Christmas. I bought it around Christmas. I think that's the small wedge size. I have to double check, but I think it is. Okay, there's like yarn hanging everywhere. I should have got it out of the bag first, I guess. Okay. Okay, I had to stop for a second because everything just sort of went tumbling on the floor, so I had to go pick it up. It is called the Moonrise Shawl, and it is by, her name, I can't remember her name, but it's Fiberspace. It's the Fiberspace, it's on the Fiberspace website. I think her name is Olga something. I'll get it in a second. But anyway, let's try not to lose all of my stitches. It is a like a half circle shawl, and it will have drop stitches when I'm done. All right, so here we go. Can you see? You can't see the whole thing. I'm gonna move back. My chair is super loud. There we go. So what ends up happening, it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away, but it's, I'm at the point now where I will be, did I just flip you off? I'm sorry. I think I might have flipped you off a little bit. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm at the point now where I'm going to work back, and you do the drop stitches here and see it's worked. Can you see? I can't see. There we go. So it's worked this way, and it's, you start at this end and you do short rows and you're making like wedges, and it goes around to make a half circle. I guess if I kept going it would make a full circle. But anyway, so you go back through and you drop stitches in a certain spot, and then you'll pull them all out, and then you finish up the row and pick up these stitches from this end. You do a crocheted cast on, or provisional cast on, because you can see I've got like a different colored yarn there. And yeah, so I'm almost done. I didn't do what the pattern, well, I didn't use the yarn that the pattern called for, so mine is a little different. And I also didn't end up needing to do, I think that they have you do 16 wedges total, and I didn't need to do that. So I think I'm at, I'd have to double check, but I think I'm at 12. Because I used a different yarn. The yarn that they actually call for is pretty cool. It's a, I think you hold like 2 strands of lace weight and a strand of, oh, what is it, like, it's not steel wool exactly, but it's something like that. Just a thin strand of some kind of metal. I think it's steel wool. I don't know. I need to get my thing out so I can check for you. Anyway, I'm being a little all over the place. It's going to be a lot bigger than this because it's going to go this way a lot, so it'll be a lot deeper, and I'm pretty excited about it. I had to learn how to pick up, you do short rows, and so you do wrap and turns to get back to the right side that you need to be on, and when you go back, you pick up your wraps, and I did not know how to pick up the wraps on the purl side, so I had to figure that out. I'm using, put it back in the bag, I'm using, oh no, my ring just caught on it. This is a problem. Okay, I'm using Lindy chain from Knit Picks, and it fell on the floor, so it's got cat hair on it, but it's this yarn here, It's the plum colorway. It looks kind of brown, kind of purple, and it's both really. So it's kind of cool. And let's see, here's the tag. And it should focus. For some reason it's not. But anyway, it's, let's see, it's 70% linen, 30% Pima cotton, 180 yards, 50 grams. Yeah, so hand wash, dry flat, all that fun stuff. I bought 3 skeins of this yarn thinking it would be enough based on what was called for in the pattern, and I didn't really think too far ahead the fact that it was probably going to be different, so I had to order a 4th skein, and they didn't have the dye lot that I needed, so I was a little afraid that it wasn't going to match, but it seems to look okay now. Maybe once it's done, it'll be a little bit more noticeable, but hopefully not. All right, let's see the next thing. I feel like I'm like all over the place. I also feel like I keep looking at myself in the, whatever that's called, the viewfinder thing. All right, and then the next thing that I'm working on is, again, a larger project. I don't know if you can hear my chair. I need a new office chair. This one like squeaks. It's weird. Oh, I can't remember what size needle that's on. Oh, let me look it up. I have a project page. So let's see. Okay, this is the pattern. You can sort of see yourself there. Why will that not focus? Okay, I need to check with the focus on there. I'm sorry. But it's Moonrise Shawl by Olga Baraya Kefalian, I think. But it's on the Fiberspace website. And it calls for, oh, it's a silk stainless steel thread. It's not steel wool. It's a stainless steel, which is pretty cool. And then you use like a bamboo thread as well, like a lace weight bamboo thread too. So it's pretty cool. And then I don't have the needle listed on here. I'll have to double check. I think it's a 6, a US 6, but I could be wrong. I feel like that's right. I know I went up from the size that she recommended, and she recommended a 4. So maybe it might be a 5, but I feel like it's a 6. I feel like that's correct. I'm also working on, I don't have the project page up for it yet on Ravelry, but I'm doing a the chevron lace cardigan. I did start this at one point using a different yarn. It's in a project bag. It's Star Trek. It's a project bag by the Southpaw Creations Etsy store, which is Erin Gimme Yarn 418 here on Ravelry. So you can go check out her stuff. I think she has a coupon code right now. So check her out. All right, it's a big jumble at the moment. So can you see? That's basically the sleeve. I don't know which way I'm going. There you go. And it's sort of, it looks like it's a weird shape, but it's not. It's just that it's not, I've not done much past the sleeve split, so it's kind of wants to hang down in the front a lot. This is, oh my goodness, it's like one of the more popular, in fact, it might actually be the most popular crochet cardigan pattern, but you can see it's just crochet lace. So, and it sort of goes in like a little chevron-y kind of configuration. Really, really simple, really easy. I am using a size L or 8mm crochet hook, which is kind of big, but it's actually much bigger than what the pattern calls for, but whatever. And I'm using Bernat Cottonish in the gray t-shirt colorway, which I don't know why that won't focus. It normally does. And yes, I bought a bunch of this to use for this cardigan and for another thing I want to do that's striped. So I bought a bunch. I'm hoping to have this done this week, but we'll see. It's pretty easy. I really like it though. I like the yarn, most definitely. I like the yarn. And I've used it for another cardigan before and it worked out really well, so I thought I would try it for this. The only modification to the pattern so far is that I did the foundation single crochet for the first row as opposed to just using the chains. I looked at some people's project pages and I thought it just sort of made a cleaner edge, so that's what I did. Alright, let's put that back. Okay, that's actually all that I'm actively working on today. I've got, well, not just today, but this week. I have other things that I'm working on. I've got actually quite a few other whips, but so far that's all that's going to be worked on this week, unless I just happen to get done with everything, and then I'll start working on some other projects, which I'll show you next time. Okay, let's talk about what I have finished. It's not a lot. So I was watching the Fat Squirrel Speaks podcast. I can't remember if it was this past episode or the one before that, but she was knitting a purple newborn baby hat, and it was going towards, that was my phone, it was going towards a girl that is, or a woman that is taking a collection. She's doing her capstone project, and she needs them by, I believe, the end of May. She has to actually have them. So I need to get these in the mail. But I just crocheted a few, or a couple actually. Let's see, her name is Mini Pearl Girl. I've had the page up so that way I could get her address and mail it off. But I think it has to be 50% purple. It's for, what is she calling it? Click for Babies. It's the purple hats for Click for Babies. So I think they have to be all purple, or like at least half purple, washable, machine washable. So I made this one first, which is just a plain purple. I used Red Heart Soft for this, and it works out well. And then I did one that was striped with, I think this is Seafoam. This is Grape Seafoam, and then this is a different, like just a little scrap that I had that's in a lighter teal-ish color. And yeah, and then I decided, while I had this teal out, I went ahead and did a tutorial on the newborn baby hats, and there's that finished one. This one I'll just donate to another charity as opposed to sending this one off to her. I had hoped to get more done because I have a little bit more of the purple left, and I've got other purple yarn too, but I just haven't had time. So that's it for finished objects. Again, not a lot. Hopefully next week I will have maybe a couple things to show you, like bigger things. When it comes to stash enhancement or anything like that, I've really, I've been trying not to buy a lot of yarn. If you've watched, I think I did, I'm pretty sure I did one video before where I showed, yeah I did, I know I did. I did a video where I showed all the yarn I had bought. Basically it was a lot of Bernat cottonish, and that's all the yarn. I'm pretty sure that is all of the yarn I bought this year. I'm trying to make sure I'm not lying. Yes, that is all of the yarn I've bought this year so far, was just those in that video. So it was the Joann's order and a Knit Picks order, and that was it. And yeah, so I was pretty excited about that. The fact that I've been pretty good. I've not really done a lot of shopping, but there's a reason for that, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I did buy a new project bag. Look at the sheep. Do you see these sheep? I had to have it. I mean, come on. It is another Fat Squirrel Fibers bag. So you can see her little tag. And she had an update 2 Fridays ago, I think. Or a week from this past Friday. And I got this in the mail on Saturday, I think. Maybe Friday. I don't know. But anyway, I had to have it. I'm trying to be good again because I bought fabric to make my own project bags, and I have fabric previous to buying this last bout of fabric, which was Doctor Who fabric. I have fabric before then that I bought to make project bags, and I haven't done it. I'm not the best at sewing. I'm just not. I'm not horrible, but I think my sewing machine has problems. Like, I probably should get it looked at. Yeah. Anyway, so this is her sock size bag. I'll just stop talking about stuff. It's her sock size bag, and you can see, like, it's got a box bottom on it, and it's super cute. I love it. She had it in a like a mustardy color as well, but I've really been into teal lately, so that had to happen. Yes, that's it. That's all I've bought. It's been very good. So the reason that I've been really, good about spending and stuff is because I'm going to a fiber festival this weekend. It's the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber Festival it's in Lexington, Kentucky. I believe it's at Masterson Station Park or Master Station Park. I can't remember. I think it's Masterson Station Park. It's this weekend, so on Saturday and Sunday. I will be there Saturday. If any of you see me, please say hello. I don't have like anything to give you other than like a smile and a hug if you're into that sort of thing. And if I am into that sort of thing, you never know. I don't know. If you do approach me, if I look shocked, it has nothing to do with you. It's usually because it takes me a second to just recognize that someone's talking to me. Like if I'm in a crowd like that, I assume that people aren't talking to me. So I don't know why. I think it's just like there's so much like there's so many people talking that I sort of just tune out when people are talking to me. So yeah, just you can come and say hi. I'm cool. I won't, yell at you or anything. But I've got to prepare for that. And by prepare, I mean I'm going to go through and sort of make a list of what I'm looking for. I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use. But I do know I want to get maybe a couple of things of fiber, maybe a gradient or two, and, we'll just see what else happens to, look good. We'll see. I do spindle, like drop spindle, but I keep saying I'm like a very beginner, but even though like I've been saying that for 6 months, but I just feel like I am because I haven't finished anything. Like I haven't plied anything. Let's just put it that way. I have not plied anything yet. So I feel like until I ply something, I can't really say that I'm a spinner. I don't know. That's just in my head, I'm sure. Yes. So what else have I been doing? I took notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. I've been playing a game on my tablet called Simpsons Tapped Out. I don't know why I keep playing it. Are you playing it? If you are, let me know. Like, leave me your username and I'll add you. Or I can put my username down in the bar. I can't remember what it is right now. I know it's Estonian for test. So, but I can't remember exactly how it's spelled. If it's got a K or a C. Anyway, I'll put that info below. And if you want, you can friend me on there. And yeah. The game, it's just like a casual, like you just tap stuff. Yeah. I'm not even that big of a Simpsons fan. I mean, I don't dislike it or anything. I just haven't watched The Simpsons in a very, very long time. Yeah. But anyway, I just kind of check it, a few times a day and whatever. And then that's pretty much all I've got to talk about. I was going to talk about meditation, but because I kind of started doing a little bit of meditation to sort of clear the chaos that's inside of my head, but I can talk about that next time because I know I'm running probably really long. And I don't want these videos to be, an hour. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. I'm sure I probably forgot something. So if I did, just ask me, let me know, and I will, answer you back. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!